Hello and welcome. My name is Gloria Kimberley and I'm the project leader of the Leeds Festival of Kindness, Compassion and Wellbeing, which starts today and runs until Saturday, the 12th of September. Now, many volunteers have been working on this wonderful project for 18 plus months with the intention of making Leeds a kinder city. And we're now ready to share a week of exciting and diverse events with you this week. We've had a lot of support along the way from people and organizations, and we want to thank everyone for helping us in this journey. We particularly want to thank Leeds City Council for their support, and I'm delighted to introduce the leader of the council, Judith Blake, to open up the festival for us today. So thank you, Councillor Blake, for being with us today.
Good morning.
Good morning. Before you officially open the festival, would it be all right if I ask you a few questions about the council's work in this area?
Of course, yes. Very happy to talk to you about such an important area of work.
Great. So perhaps you can just share with us what Leeds City Council are currently doing to help Leeds be a kinder and more compassionate city.
So I've been leader of Leeds City Council since 2015, and when I became leader, I obviously wanted to put my stamp on what I was doing and really try to articulate the ethos of the council, if you like, and you know, really framing the fact that Leeds welcomes business to come and to set up, for existing businesses to thrive. But what we would want to ask is that everyone who benefits from the great city of Leeds actually recognises that they have a contribution to make to the people that live here. So we actually framed our approach of supporting a strong economy within a compassionate city. And I was absolutely blown away by the response that got. And it suddenly gave permission to people who have wanted to pay back into the city to do exactly that. And we've worked to establish the networks so that those people working with people in particular who don't benefit from all of the advantages of being in a city like Leeds, making that connection with people who want to make a difference. And I really believe that all of that work that we've been doing in the early years of my leadership, building on years actually of good practice in the city of Leeds, has really enabled us to do incredibly well whilst we've been coping with the crisis of COVID-19. And it's those incredible partnerships that we've got on the ground. The fact that when we put out a call for people to help volunteering to support those in need, we got an immediate response of about 8,000 people. But the really important thing and the standout thing for us is that, you know, because of the work we've done, we had the network so that those people who volunteered were very quickly be able to go into a structure where their contribution could be assessed. It was worked out where their support could be the most appropriate. And it led to us actually getting out very quickly and delivering on the ground the help that people needed. And it's not always the more traditional sorts of help in terms of shopping and making sure that they've got the provisions or trips to the chemist for people. Very often it's been the sort of support on the telephone, for example, recognising that people have struggled from having to self-isolate, and all of that work. I was so proud of the response we got and the incredible support that we went out very quickly to those people most in need. And it's, I think it says a great deal about what, you know, the city is, and the fact that, you know, it is recognised that compassion is a really significant and important part of what we do, reaching out into our communities, recognising the difference within our communities, and understanding that kindness and compassion actually is the bedrock of human relationships, and we all need to recognise that its value and work together to continue to do the good work and make sure it grows.
There seems to be some momentum really at the moment, I guess, with everything that's happened in recent months. So it feels particularly significant, I think, the work that you're doing and that we're doing as well. So how do you think our movement, the Kindness Revolution in Leeds, how can we support Leeds City Council in this work?
I think it's, I really believe that it's the networks on the ground that make the difference. So it's that reach out, and it's a two-pronged process, I think, isn't it? So you are reaching out to people who need help and support, but also working with people who are willing and able to work with you, whether it's in the community or in their workplace or in their education settings. So many different areas where this can work, and we've got some fantastic examples, haven't we, of young people going above and beyond and doing extraordinary things and actually getting recognition for what they do. And I think that's infectious, where you see that good practice and good work and it's recognized and appreciated. And then it gets the exposure on social media platforms and everyone has the opportunity to say a big thank you. Then that is a very powerful voice and a real mechanism for getting the messages out. And then it's down for everyone to come together and actually look at their own setting and think, well, how can I apply this to people I know, people I work with, people who need to get recognition, but also in many cases need support.
Absolutely. I think that's one of the things that, having been involved in this project now for over a year, I'm actually amazed at how many incredible people there are out there doing their bit, whatever their bit is. And that's what we really want to do, is highlight it and show it so that everybody can see. And not only will they see it and appreciate it, but they might want to be part of it then. They might want to do something in their environment to improve things. So if I ask you, what would a kinder Leeds look like and feel like to you? How would you describe that?
I think it is, it's just that recognition that at the moment we have too many people who are, even without the experience of going through the pandemic, there are too many people who aren't benefiting from everything that Leeds has to offer. There are too many people who, for whatever their circumstances, and this isn't confined to any generation or gender or anything. It's people in all different communities who feel isolated, and it's making sure that we have that ability to reach out. And I think it's that we would see that there is still an enormous need to do that, and the benefits will be enormous. And we're really concerned, particularly at this moment in time, that the impact of the last 3 or 4 months is we are seeing an increase in the need for work within our mental health outreach work, young people who have really missed their friends and really missed the opportunities that they get from going to school every day. All of those areas of work people need support and they need help. And the people who've got the means of support need to understand how they can work together to best reach the people they need to reach. So I think a real focus on this and getting everyone thinking out of the box, thinking of different ways of communicating, different ways of reaching people, I think it will bring enormous benefit to all of us in a very challenging and difficult time. And of course, we know that a lot of people are facing real insecurity in their work experience. Some people have tragically already lost lost their employment, and the real fear is that that could get a lot worse. So this sort of work couldn't be more important and more vital than right now.
Great. You kind of answered it a little bit already, but is there any kind of message that we can give to everyone, what we can all do better together to help make Leeds a kinder city?
I think it's for all of us to really have a look at what we do, our everyday actions, and try and think about the impact that it's having on other people. And that can be a negative impact or a positive impact, and really get people to stop and think, hang on a minute, if I do that, other people are going to either suffer from the noise of something I do that is created, or the fact that I haven't, taken into account that there is a need that I'm not fulfilling by just carrying on and doing things in the normal way. And I think, the great achievement will be to get people to stop and pause and think about what they do and how they can actually make sure that they do things individually that will bring benefit, but collectively. And I think it is that collective endeavour, that strength of people coming together. It doesn't have to be physical, it can be virtual. And really thinking, if we do things together, that will add up to a much greater sum than the individual efforts that we can make. So I think it is that real opportunity to get people to think and to actually perhaps promote and reflect on a kind act that someone did for them and what it meant for them, and actually to talk about it, and then to get people to think, actually, do you know what, it doesn't cost anything, I can do that too. And it's that real sharing of experience that can make such a difference. And thank you for all the effort that you're doing, and thank you in advance to all those acts of kindness that people are going to do as a result, that will make Leeds a better place for so many people to live in.
That's wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. It's amazing how even just a smile and a thank you, to somebody makes a massive difference. So I believe in those little small acts of kindness for sure. Now,
okay.
We'd love sorry.
Go on. No, it's fine.
Now, we'd love everyone to be involved in the kindness revolution in Leeds, and we've created a hashtag Kinder Leeds, which we've been using, throughout the last few months, and we'll be using throughout the week. So we're encouraging everyone to use that on social media. And again, as Councillor Blake said, if there's a small act, anything that you want to share, we want to, get the message out there. We also want people to check out our website, which is kinderleeds.org. You'll find the timetable for the week's events. And also there are follow-up events after our festival week. So Councillor Blake, can I ask you to do a sort of virtual cutting the ribbon and officially opening our festival, please?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to do that, but I'll just do that. And I'm delighted to open the festival on behalf of the people of Leeds. So thank you very much for the invite to take part, and I look forward very much to hearing how it goes and what you managed to do as a result. Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you from our movement, Leeds City Council, for all of your support. We will continue to support your work because we all want Leeds to be a kinder, more compassionate city. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.